Hi guys, and welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, hey, my name's Diana, and if you're old here, do you come here often? Also, if you're new here or if you're old here, can you please hit the subscribe button? It really helps us and it keeps us motivated to do these videos. Yeah, so let's get into this. This video was requested, so if you have any requests, please comment below. We post videos mostly from requests because we're running out of video ideas. So literally anything you want, just comment and we'll do a video for it. So this video is going to be about economics. I have another video about being an economics major. I can link it below. That video I talk a lot about what it means to be an economics major, but I don't go into the specifics of being an economics major. Yeah, so I'm going to talk about the different tracks you can choose, a little bit about why I chose the track I chose, and reasons why you should choose certain tracks. So right now I'm on the economics major, economics track. Why am I nervous? I always get so nervous doing these sit down videos. I'm like, what if I stutter? But I can just edit it out if I stutter. Okay, so I'm on the economics major, economics track, and I'm just going to go through the requirements. There are 3 groups of requirements, and they give you a sequential character, which is going to tell you which order to take these requirements. So there's the common core, the quantitative dimension, and the thematic focus. I'm guessing the thematic focus is related to your track, but we'll find out more as I do some research. So everyone has to take Intro to Economic Reasoning. There's a note that you can also take the intro course at Columbia. I talked about this in the other economics video, but I did Intro to Economic Reasoning because it fit into my schedule and I thought it was the best class ever. I think it's really beginner, which is good if you're getting used to economics. And I also feel like if you're scared of economics, it's good to take this class because it's really a good intro class and a good introduction to economics. I took macro, AP macro in high school, and I did really bad, so it's like funny now that I'm an economics major and I did so well with economics, and I would attribute that to this class because it really gave me confidence to do economics. Speaking of that, there are a lot of studies that show that men can get a C+ in economics and continue being an economics major, and women get like below an A- and then quit, which is like really telling about different standards for men and women. But if you don't do well in economics, your first class or your second class or your third class, and you really like it, don't get discouraged from it because your grades really don't mean everything. And economics is such a good major. It's like honestly one of the best things that I've done. So don't get discouraged if you don't do well in your first class. Okay, so that's Intro to Economic Reasoning that you have to take in your first year. And then the next one is Math Methods for Economics. This class I really liked. It starts off really slow, like the first 3 weeks is algebra, honestly. Algebra and calculus, if you haven't taken calculus. I really recommend taking calculus before this class if you haven't. It's not a requirement, but like I remember thinking if I didn't have a background in calculus, then I wouldn't really know what was going on. And then so it says Calc 1 and Calc 3 may be substituted for this requirement to satisfy the math methods requirement. So I ended up taking Calc 3 for computer science. Damn, I'm realizing I did not have to take this class. That's so funny. Cool, I should have read this better because I took Calc 3. Calc 3 honestly was not a hard class. If you enjoy calculus, if you've taken Calc 1, I took AP calculus, and it says if you take an AP and got a 4 or higher, you're placed on a calculus 1, so that's what I did. Math Methods for Economics is really good to get a beginner exposure to different types of economic questions. This video is already 6 minutes, that's crazy. So yeah, I would actually take this instead of Calc 3. If you have to take Calc 3 anyway for a different major or minor, then don't take this. But if you don't, then take Math Methods for Economics. It was a good class. Okay, next. So the next section is Common Core, and that's macro theory, micro theory, and theoretical foundations of political economy. Macro, micro, I took macro at Columbia with Xavier. He's the famous professor. He's the treasurer of FC Barcelona. He is just like a performer, so it was fun to take his class and I really enjoyed it. But he like lectures and you have to go to discussion sections to like actually learn how to do your problems. So if you don't like that, I would take macro at Barnard, but if you want a fun professor, Xavier is the man. But that class, I did the worst in all my econ classes, I believe. I think I got a B+. So it's like harder than other classes, and the curve, I guess, is really strong. Then intermediate microtheory, we'll hate this class. I took it with Lalith. I took it at Barnard, so it was a small class. I liked the way he taught. There was no textbook, and there was just a lot. He just like had notes, so he would follow his notes, which I thought was like super straightforward. And he's like a funny guy. He's not trying to be funny, but he's funny. So I recommend him for intermediate micro. Micro, you do need to have a solid foundation of calculus, so make sure you're good with that. Okay, the last one in Common Core is Theoretical Foundations of Political Economy. That was my favorite class in the econ thread. I took it with Belinda Archibong. She also is my senior seminar professor, and she wrote my recommendation for Cambridge. I think she's the smartest professor I've ever had, and yeah, for sure take it with her. Next, quantitative dimensions. You have to take statistics for economics. I didn't take this class. I took calc statistics at Columbia because that was required for my CS requirements, and I thought it was like pretty straightforward. I probably would take statistics for economics because that may help you with econometrics, which is the next one. I took econometrics abroad, which I want to make a video about because it was such a bad decision to do that because I went to Cambridge. So for like however many months, 3 months, I was only studying econometrics, and it was a one-on-one studying. So it was like I wasn't in lectures. I was just doing the problems and working with my supervisor. So if you have any questions about econometrics, come to me. I can help you. I know it really well. It's notoriously a hard class anywhere you take it, but if you have a good background in math and statistics, then you're going to do fine. Next, thematic focus. You have an open econometrics elective, two upper level electives, and then you have your senior thesis or senior seminar. You can take a senior thesis the whole year, or you can take a senior seminar and an upper level elective, which is what I did. I took gender and applied economics, which I actually mentioned in my top 5 classes to take at Columbia. That was my upper level elective. Loved it so much. It was a lot of reading research papers. The tests were all multiple choice, which I hated, but the professor was really smart and kind and just like a cool lady. So that's the upper level elective I did. Since I studied abroad, I got a lot of requirements, so I didn't take that many electives. Other upper level, I took economics of education with Randall Reback. Love that class. So good. He's a great guy. He's also my advisor, and I learned a lot about education and how it relates to economics, which is cool to know how like public schools work and charter schools and everything of that nature. So I recommend that. And then the lower level economics class I took was Introduction to Health Economics. That class is really interesting. Yeah, I think I would choose a different elective if I had to choose it again, but that's the class I took. It wasn't like life-changing. And then the senior seminar I took was Logic, Limits, and Economic Justice. I took it with Professor Archibong, and I loved it so much. It was such a great class. She's such a great professor. Okay, that's the economics major economics class. Let's go to the political economy track and see how it's different. Okay, so you have the same quantitative dimensions, which is math method for economics, but you don't have to take stats, it looks like, but you have to take macro, micro, and foundations of political economy. You don't have to take econometrics, so if math isn't your strong suit, I would choose this course. Oh, you do have to take statistics for economics or stats, so you do have to take stats. And then you have to take a linked interdisciplinary elective, which I'm assuming is a political science class. Then you have to take an open economics elective, so that means an upper or a lower. You also have to take 2 upper economics elective, and then the same for the other track. You have to do either a senior thesis or a senior seminar and an upper level elective. So if you like political science and you want to combine it with economics, I think that's great. Now let's go to economics and mathematics. So you have to take Calc 2 and Calc 3. I never took Calc 2. I heard it's harder than Calc 3. You do have to take econometrics. You have to take probability and statistics, so not statistics for economics. You have to take linear algebra, which I took. Depending on your professor, this is a totally manageable class. If you like math, you're going to do fine in it. I took it for my CS major. You also have to take analysis and optimization. Don't know what that is, but that sounds difficult. And then you have to take 2 upper level economics elective. You have to take 2 math electives at or above 2000 level. So obviously, because this is the mathematics major, it is very math heavy. And if you like math, this is a perfect track for you. Next one, economics and social history major. You don't need to take econometrics. You do have to take a course in economic history. You have to take another course in economic history at the 3000 level. You also have to take an introductory history course. You have to take 4 history electives, 2 seminars, and then you have to do a senior research seminar. So if you like research and you like history, this is the track for you. I don't know anyone who's taken this track. I'm wondering if it's a new track. Next one, economics and statistics. It says it's available to students of the class of 2021 and later. So after my class, you have to do Calc 2 and Calc 3, linear algebra. You need econometrics. You need applied statistical computing, applied categorical data analysis, statistical methods or data mining, and then an upper level statistics elective and senior seminar. That's the computational track. There's also economics, statistic theoretical tracks, which you also need Calc 2, Calc 3, linear algebra, calc-based, intro to statistics, econometrics, probability theory, statistical inference, linear regression models, a statistics 3000 plus level elective, and senior seminar. Cool. And then the last one I'm going to talk about is the economics minor. This is only 5 courses, so it's like totally manageable if you don't want an economics major. I'm sure you can have a major and 2 minors, or you can have a double major in this minor because it's only 5 classes. So you need an introductory course, 2 economics electives, either micro or macro, and 1 upper level economics elective, which is like totally manageable. I would do this minor if you're interested in economics in any way. You don't want to do the major because the major is a lot of courses. Yeah, so that's the T for economics. Concluding thoughts, economics may seem scary, but it's really manageable. The professors are really great. The course options are insanely amazing because a lot of people major in economics, and it leads you on a good path for any career you want, which I talked about in my other economics video. Yeah, I'm really happy I chose economics as a major. I think it was a really good choice for me. Yeah, that's the tea. Thank you for recommending this video. Sorry it's so long. Also sorry I literally just go through courses, but I tried to give some opinion on it. Cool. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know if you want any other videos. It was good to see you.